Hello champions, how are you? Miss Mita, hope all of you stay healthy and stay safe. Okay, after this, Miss Mita is going to tell you some facts from ebook. Okay, check it out. Okay, champions, now Miss Mita will read ebook about Helen Keller. Okay, let's start. Who was Helen Keller? Born more than 100 years ago, Helen learned to speak and read and write. Those may not sound like great accomplishments, but Helen Keller was both deaf and blind. Imagine that your ears are stuffed with cotton. You can't hear anything, not even someone shouting. A blindfold covers your eyes. You can't see anything either. Your world is dark and silent. This was Helen Keller's world. When Helen grew up, few deaf people learned how to speak. There were very few schools for deaf and blind children. Few blind people learned how to read and write. Helen Keller not only did both, but also did much more. She wrote several best-selling books and she gave lectures around the world. She showed that her handicaps had not held her back. Above all, she gave hope to other people who, like her, could not hear or see. Chapter 1. The early years. Helen Keller was born on June 27, 1880 in Tuscumbia, Alabama. Her father, Arthur Keller, had fought in the Civil War for the South. After the war, he went home to this farm. After his first wife died, he married a woman named Kate Adams. His two sons from his first marriage and his young wife called Arthur Keller Captain. In addition to running his farm, Captain was also the editor of the local paper. He was a quiet, stern man. The first girl in the family, baby Helen, lit up a room. She laughed and chewed. Helen was the apple of her mother's eye. Her father adored her. Helen wrote about her early life. She said, "The beginning of my life was simple, and much like every other little life. I came, I saw, I conquered, as the first baby in the family always does." Helen was smart. She spoke early. Her first words were said to be tea, 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 and wah, wah, wah for water. If she did not know the words of things, Helen made up signals to show her mother what she wanted. She learned to walk at an early age. Soon Helen was racing around the house. Then, before she was 2 years old, Helen became sick, very sick. She ran a very high fever. At the time, there were few medicines to cure sickness. The doctor thought that Helen would die. Then suddenly the fever broke. Helen slept peacefully. Her family rejoiced. Their golden doctor was fine again. But Helen wasn't fine. While Helen's mother was bathing her, she moved her hand in front of Helen's face. Helen did not blink. Helen's eyes stared straight ahead. Kate tried again. She hoped that she was wrong, but she wasn't. Helen was blind, and that was not at all. Every evening, a bell was rung to call the family to dinner. Everyone heard the loud clanging noise. They stopped what they were doing and come to dinner, but Kate noticed that Helen no longer turned her head toward the sound. Kate called to the captain and his sister Evelyn, who lived with them. They shouted at Helen. They spoke softly. They clapped their hands next to her ears. Helen did not react. Mrs. Keller's fear was true. Her doctor was deaf as well as blind. Her parents took Helen to a doctor. The doctor checked her, but there was nothing he could do. How Mrs. Keller wondered, would her smart, beautiful little girl learn to live in her silent, dark world? Okay, this chapter 2 and another chapter, and we are going to discuss this together in Zoom meeting. Okay, thank you. Okay, I think those are really a great facts. And Miss Mita, hope all of you enjoy the video, and from that facts, you can increase your knowledges and happy. Okay, remember, stay healthy and stay safe. God bless you. Bye.